And the next two poems were published in Tears of Defence, just gone, in the last edition. So this poem, the first one I'm going to read, is inspired by the memory of a sewing class in primary school where the boys were sent out to play football and the girls stayed in to do embroidery, but I loved embroidery, so that was all right. But it was really about the distance between those who want a coherent, explainable, neat picture or story and those that are playing and exploring just for the sake of it, which is like working with the unconscious and living with confusion as well. So the first poem, Layers. A long time ago, I tore a hole in netting so that the silk behind showed through. I wanted to see underneath. I liked the effect, but I didn't like the consequences, or the way some part of me or my mother would always find it pointless to notice the change in sheen and preferred it covered. I was compelled to know the difference between a rough border left to fray and a tucked-in smooth edge. I failed to keep fabric tied down and secured, to keep my running stitch under control. The contrast between hidden or shown altered the balance, and this is not always welcome. Unplanned rips are usually accidental, but the rips I tore were shocking. Born out of frustration, creating disjoints that spread, refusing to pass on a complete picture. This happened each time I moved house, when glass hurriedly packed broke, allowing me to replace them with something new. But I have boxes that move from loft to loft, appearing to make knowledge certain as the origins of knowledge become less distinct, like family history that I've always known, or captioned photographs stuck in albums. Every now and then I rip a box open, claim I want to show my daughter something, and try to hear what she makes of it, instead of what I think my mother would. So I'll end with a poem that explores how trauma passes on through parenting. Every dream refers to the maternal body and a union with the mother. So that's a quote from Pontalis. There is a body that holds and stretches, and there is a baby that is enveloped and stretching. Hormones are released to tell the body to open. A mantra can be used to tell yourself that your mind will make space for whatever one unfolds, but mine doesn't. Some people are not frightened of their imagination or of possibility. This continues to be a revelation. My baby and my body get mixed up frequently. Long after we separated, I cried and she responded. Separation is premature or delayed, and often both. It structures a piece of work before I know what I'm creating. If a mother dies, it gives rise to a bereft structure inside the baby. If a baby dies, it gives rise to a bereft structure inside the mother. This is a shape not unlike a forgotten container of liquid in a freezer. You always need to leave a space for expansion, space for defrosting and scraping over and over again.